Demonstrations continue at Standing Rock in North Dakota over construction of the Dakota Access Pipeline. Alongside the thousands of protesters are many journalists and filmmakers covering the story. Witnesses at Standing Rock have seen police targeting journalists. One reporter was shot with a rubber bullet while interviewing a protester, just doing his job. Others have been arrested and charged with felonies simply for documenting the story. What's happening to freedom of the press? Big question mark. Let's turn to Josh Fox tonight, documentary filmmaker of Gasland, who just returned from North Dakota and the pipeline site. Josh, how are the media people being treated? Is this overboard? Is it out of bounds? Your thoughts?
Well, Ed, everybody at Standing Rock who is a part of the Ocheti-Sacoan camp is constantly under threat of police violence. Of course, there are reports, yes, of police targeting journalists, of police targeting medics. But there is an enormous amount of indiscriminate and inappropriate and unjust violence coming out of the Morton County Sheriff's Department, and it's virtually unaccountable. You know, every time something happens, like you mentioned, my colleague Erin Schrody, she was shot in the back standing right next to me with a rubber bullet. Morton County Sheriff's Department completely denied it. They used water cannons at freezing temperatures against water protectors in the middle of the night, causing them hypothermia. They denied that they're shooting the water at these people, even though it's blatantly on video. They blow off a 21-year-old water protector's arm from Brooklyn, who has had multiple surgeries at this point, obliterated her arm with a concussion grenade. They simply said, no, it didn't happen. So what's really alarming is that not only is there an attack on journalism, but there is an attack on the truth. If you are in the law, I mean, look, as journalists, you know how often we have to quote the police. But if the police are being 100% untruthful, if there's no credibility coming out of the police department whatsoever, how can you say that they're doing anything like enforcing the law? Yeah. They're just becoming a criminal gang protecting the pipeline.
Josh, I want your pulse on this, your take on the governor of North Dakota is ordering an evacuation. Is that possible? Is it feasible? And now there's a story tonight that the law enforcement are going to stop vehicles coming into the camp that are supplying the camp with food and necessities, so to speak. How's this going to end?
It's like Thanksgiving never happened. 500 years of Native American genocide has never happened. You know, North Dakota is replaying history here. This is Native American land. It is treaty land from the Fort Laramie Treaty of 1851, never ceded to the United States. If this government, including Barack Obama, honored these treaties, it would be no question that the Dakota Access Pipeline would be thrown out. But it is clear that right now the government of North Dakota has become a rogue state. Their police force is rogue. They do not wear name tags. They fire indiscriminately at crowds of peaceful water protectors. And the governor is now saying that they're going to deny those people ambulances. Oh, so now if we get shot by a rubber bullet, we're not going to get an ambulance. Now they're going to starve the camp by denying them firewood, water, food, the basic necessities. This is outrageous behavior. This is an attack on the Constitution. It's an attack on indigenous sovereignty, of course. But what happens at Standing Rock is happening to every single American. What's happening at Standing Rock is happening to our Constitution. The water that they are protecting is the water that makes up our body, but it is also the soul of our nation.
All right. Josh Fox, documentary filmmaker, great to have you with us tonight. We'll have you back. It's an amazing story. You do amazing work. Thanks so much.